Thank you, Rob. Nice to have you here. Stu is here, and he says, David, yesterday you mentioned that Apple might be forming a daily top. What is the on-time day for that top? You know, I'm not 100% sure, and I'd have to go into my other work to check the actual top date and so on. I don't mind putting it up, Stu, at all. Let's do that. So this is Apple. So you can see they have kind of a day similar to the S&P here. We had a beautiful trade in Apple from way down here, 171, and you know, we just had a beautiful run. We got a good piece of this, and I don't think most people were in it up to the 81, but most people were in it up to 79, so that's pretty good. And we were getting long down here at 71, so that's pretty good. But yeah, there may be a top in formation right now. I can't be 100% sure about it, but you know, from larger perspectives, Apple's in a very good position. So we want to remember, like this is an example, monthly. We want to really get a grasp, a real, you know, come in contact with these larger time frames. Don't just brush it off and say, well, yeah, I know the time frames are there. Yeah, they're bigger, and yeah, sometimes they show the, you know. No, that's not it. That's not understanding something. That's just defending yourself and saying, yeah, I get you. But there really is a deeper thing with the longer term and a better understanding of what markets are likely going to do. This happens to be quarterly on the Apple. This happens to be monthly. This happens to be weekly. So there's a lot more there. And if you will give yourself some time in the longer term and do whatever you do with markets and take a look at it through the longer term, it'll help your mind to put all this together and be better at whatever the shorter term is. Sometimes something could be very sort of pregnant on the longer term, and the shorter term, it looks like nothing's really happening. And then suddenly the shorter term starts something up and you're surprised, wow. But then you remember, oh yeah, that if they do this or they cross this or they do that, that means the longer term is now going to go satisfy something that you saw on the longer term. Now you're on the right track, and you might take several trades, you might take one trade, but you're going to be in that move on some level to some extent to get satisfied, you know, to get a move satisfied.